On another group of children at terrifying risk, there are new reports from Nigeria that 91 girls, women and boys were abducted by the group Boko Haram last week. And those 270 girls taken from their school in April, they are also still being held captive. Al Jazeera correspondent Andrew Simmons now brings us the story of some girls who escaped and what some in the community are doing to fight Boko Haram themselves.
They're not well armed, they have little training. But this is a vigilante force that's rapidly growing in size and determination to try to defend the capital of Borno State against Boko Haram attacks by night and day. Tens of thousands of young men are at checkpoints or joining patrols and joint missions with the Nigerian army. They're all officially backed by Borno State and provided with equipment. Some are paid wages.
We know each and every one of them. The moment we see them, we'll follow them. Even we'll die, we are prepared for that.
Recruits have been easy to find, like Mohammed Bukar. He joined a year ago after Boko Haram attacked his district. He lives in Old Maduguri, a deprived part of the city where the young have very little. It's in areas of abject poverty that Boko Haram has thrived. But this is a place where Mohammed and many like him maintain a vigilance for anything suspicious. His family is still traumatized by the attack in which Boko Haram shot dead 7 people, including Mohammed's father and 3 younger brothers.
Even they tried to kill my grandfather, so they couldn't make it. That is, they killed so many people in our area.
With Boko Haram attacks increasing, the role of the vigilantes isn't just concentrated on this high-profile job. Many members are tasked with intelligence duties, spying on people who might be informers and tracking suspected attackers. This is a war, and the vigilantes are playing an important role in defending this city. But there's a siege-like mentality here, because Boko Haram are commanding the ground outside of the city, killing at will, wherever, whenever they want. And not far away, more than 4,000 people who escaped from attacks on surrounding villages, now seeking shelter wherever they can find it. Among them is Ali Bukar and his family. 2 weeks ago, Boko Haram made him watch as they shot his 17-year-old son dead, along with 47 other people.
I saw it with my own eyes, but I have to accept it as God's will. I'm helpless now. I can't do anything. I am poor and don't have any way of fighting them.
This vigilante force is raising some alarm among human rights groups. But these are desperate times. The vigilantes already vastly outnumber the soldiers here, and unlike the army, they know their neighborhoods well. These are the schoolgirls who managed to avoid capture by Boko Haram fighters. Their classmates are missing, and the pain shows. But somehow they're preparing for their final exams. Their teachers believe talking about what happened helps.
We have heard a sound of gun, and we ran quickly out of the room.
Their school principal is here. She's lost count of the number of appeals she's made for the release of her pupils. But she's not giving up.
They have done their worst. So there is nothing I can say rather than to plead with them. These are their sisters, daughters, and granddaughters. They should feel sympathy for these innocent girls and release them.
All of the girls have been brought here to the state capital, not just for their continued education, but also for better security. Their teachers say they're doing remarkably well, managing to relax and concentrate on their studies, despite the fact that they're away from home and they don't know what's happened to their classroom friends. But those with close friends missing are getting more distressed by the day.
It's painful that we are separated together with them. And what I would ask you is just to help us to find one of our mates for us, please. We are asking you to help us, please.
But no one has a positive answer more than 2 months after their friends went missing. And the state government is trying to get schooling back to normal.
Those ones that we cannot immediately resume, we relocate these students to where it is safer, and we provide security, and we continue on with our normal schooling.
But there could be nothing normal for these girls right now. Only the safe return of their friends would make that possible. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera, Maiduguri, northeastern Nigeria.